Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan salam sejahtera di hatiku. My name is Marina binti Rahmat Saimi from class 4A. Will present about my individual assignment for project and construction management ECM367. I chose Marina Bay in Singapore because it is an engineering masterpiece and it is one of the mega projects in the world. Marina Bay is a bay located in the central area of Singapore, surrounded by the perimeter of four other planning areas: the downtown core, Marina East, Marina South, and Marina Street Views. The area surrounding the bay itself, also called Marina Bay, is a 360-hectare extension to the adjacent central business district, and it is also the new downtown of Singapore, built on reclaimed land. Furthermore, the buildings include Garden by the Bay, the Marina Bay Sand, Marina Bay Financial Centre, Asia Square, the Sales, or the Marina Bay and Marina One integrated mixed-use developments. It is one of the key focus areas by the Urban Redevelopment Authority. Marina Bay is envisioned by the URA as a work-life play vibrant 24 hours CBD. Who is the owner of the Marina Bay Sand? Okay, the owner of the Marina Bay Sand is owned by the Las Vegas Sand Corporation, and its opening in 2010. It was deemed the world's most expensive standalone casino property at $8 billion. And Las Vegas Sand Corp is an American casino and resort company with a corporate headquarters in Paradise, Nevada, United States, and their corporate mission is to create integrated resort which feature a combination of gambling, accommodation, retail, and meeting space. Okay, we go to the design. The design is conceptually. Each tower is composed with two slabs of east and west facing walls, and the double loaded towers spread at the basin forming at a giant atrium at lower levels and converge as they rise. And the tower slab also give further character to the massing and related to the side contacts. The glazed west side faces the city center, while the east side is planted with large bougainvilleas facing the botanical garden and ocean beyond. In plan, as the parcel varies in width, the cross-section is decreased from one tower to the next. The three void spaces are connected by one continuous and conditioned glazed atrium, filling the space between the towers with restaurant, retail space, and a public thoroughfare. And each tower slab form is also twist slightly in relation to its back, creating a tense relationship between the two parts and accentuating the slenderness of the buildings, resulting in the appearance of six towers rather than three, which we know each building have different challenges while construct the building, and Marina Bay also have the challenge but also have solution. So I will present about the challenges for the building of the Marina Bay. Okay, the first challenge is Sheldon Adelson wants within 3 years only to finish the Marina Bay Sand, because according to the construction team, it would at least 7 years to complete the project, but the Sheldon Adelson won within 3 years. In these 3 years, the entire project with 3 towers, the interior, the museum, the floating pavilion, and the most complex is SkyPark needed to be built. So the construction team achieved the Sheldon Adelson wants, which is the Marina Bay is complete in 3 years. Okay, the second challenge is the site for the Marina Bay was full with soft clay due to proximity of the sea, which is marine clay. Okay. The site chosen for the construction was full of soft clay due to proximity of the sea, which is engineer called it marine clay. The marine clay is soft, but it's very hard to walk over it, to let alone construct something. And if the marine clay is not treated correctly, it can prove disastrous. And so, therefore, it was necessary to find out the solid solution so that the clay surrounding the ditch is not able to fill it. Therefore, it was necessary to find out the solid solution so that the clay surrounding the ditch is not able to fill it. To address the issue, engineers decided to build a concrete wall of 1.5 meters thickness, which called diaphragm wall, which is 400 meter. Diaphragm wall was constructed with depth of 50 meters below the ground, and with the help of excavators, the marine clay was removed inside them, and it took 1 year to remove the marine clay. Now there were left 2 years to complete the project. The third challenge is because needed to prepare the food for the army of workers. Okay, after getting rid of the marine clay, the engineers were left 2 years to complete the Marina Bay site, and the engineering teams didn't much down and decided to construct every part of the project simultaneously. But for that, a large number of workers was required, and mind-boggling, 16,500 workers were hired to work day and night in shifts. It was a daunting task to manage this army of workers and providing them food. For this purpose, world's biggest canteen was made, and in this canteen, just for preparing one meal time, is cost $82,500 was spent. The fourth challenge is the design of Marina Bay is unique, and nobody has ever tried anything like this before. Okay, the one portion was straight and the other was curved at a certain angle, and both parts will stand in support of each other. On paper, it will look easy, but practically building this was a challenge that nobody has ever tried anything like this before. And if it is not constructed with proper planning and calculation, then the weight of the curved portion might break the straight portion, and as you can see, the domino effect will occur. To implement this design practically, engineers found a very effective way to help off the concrete blocks. A floor was erected for this, and steel wires were inserted inside the curved building for support. And as the height of the building increased, both of the building were given temporary support of steel frames, and it was 23rd floor where the curved portion met the straight building there. With the help of the heavy steel truss, both the portion were joined and the steel frame were removed. As we know, Marina Bay took 3 years to complete the project, which is for the first year. The foundation of Marina Bay took 1 year due to the problems of marine clay needed to remove, and engineers made a design for Marina Bay foundation, which is a 400 meter diaphragm with the 15 meters. The 1.5 years, the 3 buildings of Marina Bay and the others, which is the museum, the floating pavilion, was complete, but still one portion was still left to be constructed, and that was SkyPark. The 3 years, okay, the engineers team had 6 months to complete this task, construct a SkyPark on the top of 3 towers, and They have a lot of open spaces along with all the facilities where gardens and pools are constructed, and 115 feet long infinity pools, garden and open air restaurant was made. For the conclusion is the principal challenge for the Marina Bay Sands project was the combination of complex design parameters matched with a very fast project schedule, from initial sketch to substantial completion within 4 years, and this means arranging close and intensive relationship between the engineering, construction management and design teams on site, such as coordinated solution could be quickly negotiated as they rose. And the success of the project lies in the fact that the inventiveness of the design, which is the conception of the hotels and the SkyPark, was matched by an equally inventive and novel approach developed by the engineering and construction team.